Oh god, dead of night. Okay. Alright, dude. Well, I'm definitely gonna go factory first, I think. Right? Factory first? For Hellbats and tanks and stuff? Although I guess you're defending the base.
Huh? Ah, you scared me.
Listen up, commanders. We've got a serious level of infestation here, and we need to burn it out stat. These monsters are dangerous at night, but they burn out during the day. That's when we'll torch the infested structures. More minerals than we have.
Woo-hoo! Overtime. Bad news?
Alright. How's the volume? I can't tell how the volume is. I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay. Shit, what should I build first? What should I build first? I'm still gonna go bio first. I'm weak. I'm weak. And not only that, I'm also gonna build an engineering bay, because I'm just that guy. Alright. I gotta turn the sound up. I like to have at least 15 workers. We're pretty close to that.
In the rear with the gear. SCV ready.
And then starport, I'm gonna just kind of shove, where should I shove the starport? They always find it no matter where I put it. So I might as well put it here. Eight, 7, 6. There's Nova.
Heads up, commanders. The day's almost over, which means the infested are gonna come for us soon.
What's going on? Ah, you scared me. Huh?
The sun is down. Defend against the infested until it rises again.
Alright, here we go.
I hear you.
And I don't have enough minerals.
The wonders of modern technology.
The Marines named these ones kaboomers. The acid spit is bad enough, but just wait until they explode. Add-on complete. Add-on is up and running. Say again. Confirm that last.
Sabotaging agreed. Not enough energy.
Status report.
Alright, time to go into hero mode. It's the one mission where it's inexcusable to not use this mode.
Got it.
We're facing enemy Protoss.
Protoss?
Loud and clear. Research complete. On the move. Loud and clear. Strictly busy. Energy too low. En route. Got it. Acknowledged. Upgrade energy's too low. En route. Loud and clear. Answer on target. Confirm that last.
You know what? I'm just gonna get fucking... I'm just gonna get ghosts at this point, dude.
Our allied base is under attack.
Agreed.
Say again. Seems like we could use a defensive drone.
I'm just gonna use... I gotta saturate first.
I'll make it happen.
The night's almost over. We'll be safe to move out again in the daytime.
I'll make it happen. Got it.
So first I'm gonna build my favorite.
Consider it done. Nova here. Acknowledged. Strictly business.
Alright, here we go.
To stop the infestation, we need to destroy enough of it each day.
Alright, so first things first, I need an armory. And then back to the gas. Back to the gas. I also need missile turrets because these guys are sneaky fucking bastards. And then I'm gonna build some railgun turrets as well, including one inside the gas because I'm paranoid. Alright, here we are.
Executing.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. I don't have a whole lot of things I can attack with yet.
Sabotaging the enemy.
Ready for service.
Status report. Loud and clear. Activating defensive drone.
I've got another sector with structures on my scanners.
Confirm that last. Got it.
Our forces have engaged the enemy.
Say again. Nova here. Activating defensive drone. Confirm that last. Status. Upgrade is ready for use.
The day is coming to an end.
Confirm that last. Got it. Say again.
Yeah, I suck, I know, sorry. I got tons of gas and no I still need money. Alright, let's get inside here.
Just keep fighting, commanders. We'll make it through the night. Our forces have engaged the enemy.
I'll come up over here on this side just in case. I really want some ghosts. Although, you know what actually is great in this? Is Banshees. I know you hate me, but these are great as...
Nova here. Say again.
as harassment units. I guess I should wait till I cloak, first of all.
Shoot them down before they become a problem.
Shoot down what before they're a problem?
One of our barricades is being hit hard.
Upgrade is ready for use.
There we go. Now we're playing my kind of game. Now we're playing my kind of game.
I got my ears on. Fine. Inbound. Engaging.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Confirmed.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Engaging. Right. Confirm that last.
Our allies' base is under attack. kidding me? Amon wants to attack us now too? Perfect. You sure you want to do that at night, Commanders? The infested will be here any minute.
There we go. Now we're talking.
The infested can attack us all they want. Soon, it's gonna be our turn.
Our allied base is under attack. Fall back. Roger that. That's fine.
Alright, here we go.
Right.
Here we go. Let's max that gas finally.
Let's get to work, Commanders. We have to burn
Alright, so can I get through anywhere or do I have to go through the front? I don't want to pay my $200, but can't get through anywhere. Alright, I guess I got plenty to kill.
Loud and clear. Upgrade complete.
Alright. Well, whatever I did in terms of defense seems to be doing enough.
Say again?
I know you're going to want me to do Raid Liberators, so I'm going to do it.
Liberation is at hand.
And the ghost will be 5, 2, 1. Okay, here we go.
Strictly business. On the move. En route. Confirm that last. Status report. Confirm status report.
Alright. Time for some more Raid Liberators, I suppose.
Say again? I'll make it happen.
Let's see how we go from here.
Acknowledged. This calls for a little sabotage.
Need something liberated? Perfect. Incoming orders. Yes, sir.
Agreed. Upgrade complete. Over here. Got it.
Still a lot of infestation left, and we'll get every last bit of it.
The shift thing with the Liberators is not working great for me, by the way, man.
Commanders.
Defensive drone initiated.
Not done yet, Commanders. Here's some more structures to burn out.
Confirm that last. Nova here. Executed.
Alright, that's everything.
Lot of dead out there. Make sure that we don't join them.
That last.
Eyes up, our ride's here. There's a vital page out there.
Alright,
Kill it if you can.
let's do this.
Do it at night. That viral phage will burrow once the sun is up. It may take you more than one night to kill it.
Alright, let's see. Let's go this way.
A barricade is under attack. The infested are trying to break through one of our barricades.
Allied forces are under attack. Confirm that last. Allied forces are under attack. Say again? I'll make it happen. Allied forces are under attack. Our allied base is under attack.
Yeah, fucking Liberator is
Allied
worthless.
forces are under attack.
Yes, sir.
Allied forces are under attack. Our allied base is under attack. Allied forces are under attack. Say again? Allied forces
giant sunlight. We have to kill it ourselves. Last. Ugh, Amon's supporting the infested with his own forces. It's gonna be a long night.
Say again? I'm reading you. I'll make it. Nova here. Loud and clear. Our allied base is under attack.
I like the hustle, but I advise against it, commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime. We can do this, commanders. It's almost sunrise.
We're at maximum supply. Allied forces are under attack. I'll make it happen. Strictly business.
I can't control these goddamn motherfuckers.
Nova here.
Attention, yes, sir.
Loud and clear.
My banshees are almost dead.
Consider it done.
Oh well, who cares?
Loud and clear.
Alright, I don't have any other units left anyways.
Sending you the coordinates for more structures.
Nope, wrong thing. Right thing.
Seems like we could use a defensive drone. Our forces have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, not so bad. I'm getting a little better at it.
I'm reading.
Incoming orders.
Nova here.
Oh wait, where's there more over here? Oh, over this way.
Time to play defense. Nova here.
Yeah, you're right. They're powerful. Okay, I give in. I give in.
Confirm that last. En route. Loud and clear.
We have you on screen.
It's almost nighttime. Be ready for the infested.
Past. Nova here. Loud and clear. Bringing a defensive drone online.
I can see the invasion's back. This is crazy. Hold them off.
Again. Allied forces are under attack.
Everyone in the ship. Go, go, go!
Status report.
Need something liberated?
Well, these guys aren't healing at all, but who cares?
Commander. Standing by.
Our allied base is under attack.
Here we
Allied
go.
forces are
We'll
under
try
attack.
this.
Flight plan is locked.
Full speed. Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
Our allied base is under attack. Time to play defense. Allied forces are under attack.
Stand. If we don't kill it, it'll keep attacking us even after sunrise.
Allied forces are under attack.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost. Picking up cloaking signature.
Allied
Oh,
forces
they're all
under
dead,
attack.
are they? No, not yet.
Confirm that last.
Not yet.
Allied base is under attack.
Not yet. Not to this day.
You sure you want to do that at night, Commanders? The infested will be here any minute.
Our forces have engaged the enemy.
Looks like Amon wants a piece of us too. Get those defenses in place.
Our allied base is under attack. Allied forces are under attack. Our allied base is under attack.
This may look bad, but it won't last much longer. Morning's almost here. I like the hustle, but I'd advise against it. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime. A stand? Those things are resistant to sunlight. We have to be the ones to kill it. Eyes up, all right.
Fuck, that's not where I wanted to go.
Sunrise. That's our cue to move. We won't have enough time later if we destroy the
There we go.
structures
We got
today.
something.
On the move. Execute. Say again.
Fire mode. Weather mode. Alright, let's get this over with.
Consider it done. I'll make it happen.
We read you.
Nova here. Acknowledged.
Wow, storms and everything. Super impressive. I'm very impressed. Not.
Nova, say again. Consider it done. Got it.
Looks like we can find additional structures here. Status, we're halfway there, Commanders. Keep it up. And we'll
Halfway? Oh my god. This fucking mission.
Got it. Nova here. Consider it done. On the move. Loud and clear.
Don't go out too far. There isn't much time left in the day.
Don't tell me what to do.
Strict business. I'll make it happen. En route. Of course. Status. Got it.
Upgrade is ready for you. Here come the infested. We have to hold them off until sunrise. You sure you want to do that at night, Commanders? The infested will be here any minute.
Allied forces are under attack. Confirm that last.
I feel like Maru, I swear to god. I'm not gonna lie.
Allied base.
I kind of feel like Maru. I kind of dig this. I'm not gonna lie.
Forces are under attack. Our allied base is under attack. Strictly business. Our allied base is under allied forces are under attack. Loud and clear.
Eyes up. All right. Nice job, Commanders.
Oh well. You got it anyways. I just wasted my airlift. Sorry about that. I didn't know if you were gonna get it. I'll come after these assholes.
Upgrade is ready for use.
Oh my god. Look at all these.
Allied forces are under attack.
Look at all these guys.
Attention.
A stand? Those things are resistant to sunlight. We have to be the ones to kill it.
Under attack.
Defensive drone initiated.
Armed. clear. Our allied base is under attack.
Alright, 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 alright.
But I'd advise against it, Commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime.
Have that upgraded.
Come on, airstrike.
Our base is under attack. Daybreak is just around the corner. Hold the line until then. That thing is strong enough to withstand sunlight. We have to kill it ourselves.
Our allied base is under attack. That'll cost more minerals than we have.
Oh, really?
Don't get too bold out there. If
Am I mining out? Am I mining out? In a fucking co-op
We
game?
have to burn enough of the infestation today so that we don't fall behind. Detecting more structures at this location. Most of the infestation has been dealt with. Just a little more to go.
Alright, let's do this. Let's kill these motherfuckers. Let's kill them, let's kill them, let's kill them. Let's kill them. Let us kill them. Let's go, 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 let's go. There we go. 2 minutes, 12 seconds, plenty of time. Liberators are just so fast. It doesn't even make sense.
Seems like we can use a defensive drone.
Here we go. Here we go. There we go. We're doing it. We're doing it, buddy. We're doing it.
Our forces have opened fire. Allied forces are under attack.
Come on, come on, come on. Get in there. Come on, get in there.
Looks like the sun's about to set. Get ready for nightfall.
Here we go. Good game. Woo!
Believe it! We actually did it!
Wow.
Of course we did it!
That was... I'm not lying, Judhas. That was awesome. That was easily the best version of playing this map ever. I got the stats on my screen, as you can see. Wait, let me take it off for 1 sec. Dude. Judhas. Dude. That was amazing. I usually hate that map. That was so fun. Wow. So, okay. Open forum, man. Open forum. We like to bust each other's balls when it's me and you. Tell me something you like that I did in that mission and something that I definitely need to work on other than defenders, which I actually did okay. Give me at least one positive if you're going to give me a ton of negatives. What did I just get? Oh, I got nuke and hollow decoy. Awesome. Oh, and raid liberators are next unlock. How many levels did I level up? Holy shit. Let's see. I killed 1,700 structures with Nova? Oh my god. The ghosts, man. created 8 ghosts, lost 3, killed 633% of my, without even micromanaging the ghosts, killed so many, and the Banshees were next. I always try and attack at night, but only if I have a good partner, and I know that you're defending, and so forth. I know I didn't need static defense, but I can't tell you how many games I've asked the person if they're going to take defense, and then by the second night, they're completely, the bad guys are completely wrecking my mineral lines and so forth. I didn't use that much. I put up 4 towers, and a couple of gun turrets inside. Again, I'm watching guys like Amaro and Hero and so forth, and Classic and Stats, etc., etc. Not just Protoss, but the Terrans too. And I think having at least a couple anti-air and ground within your base just makes so much sense. So, I thought one thing I did good was I had better Liberator control than I thought, but it's still hard. We'll talk about this offline. About, like, I guess I need a control group with everyone, and then a control group with everyone but the Liberators, and then a control group with just the Liberators, which I had, so that I can shift click all the Liberators quickly, but at the same time send in the rest of my army to defend them, and so they don't just get shot down. They did a pretty good job of not getting shot down, and you're not wrong. The combination of no, I know they can't attack buildings, but this was one where we were taking a lot of units. I was happy to take the units, and so I focused my Banshees on it. But I'm almost at the Libs thing. But yeah, dude, even 4 to 6 Liberators with protection and Griffin airstrikes. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I can't possibly deny it. It was so powerful, and while there were a few night attacks, or I lost a bunch of units, or they went far down into the red, I had enough Ravens, and I used enough drones, and zoned everything with the Liberators. I actually wish I didn't get the tanks, or should have just left the tanks as defense in the bank, in the tanks in the base. Yeah, the tanks stink on offense for sure, and Goliaths are only for certain builds, but they're sort of weird to. Wait, dude, wait, cancel it out for a second. I'm not ready to jump in quite yet. It's because I only have one screen right now, so I have to look at I gotta look at chat real quick since you can't jump on. Mass Goliath does work well for certain things, but they're still hard to move around. They're so big. But if you consider Hellbats to just be infantry that you build at the factory, I really think you can play most of Nova's missions with the 3 infantry units, the 3 air units, and maybe some Hellbats or some tanks or Goliaths, depending on the thing. No, I know you only have one screen, but I usually have my iPhone or something up, not my iPhone, my Samsung, to see chat, so I have to look at chat this way. I thought I did a really good job, I've done this before, at night, about leaving my land units inside the base, and then grouping together all the air units, and doing harassment around the edges. Like, they didn't break through. I don't think, maybe at the very end, but they didn't break through any of the major barricades. I know you had great defenses, but me being able to run around, you know what, it's funny, man, because when I first saw this Prestige, just in my brain, I thought it was 100% up for one and 100% down for the other two, but it's only 50% down for the other two. And so it's, it still takes more than 400 seconds or whatever it is. It's like 600 seconds, I guess. No, it can't be 600. Well, whatever it did. How long did that mission go, by the way? I have to look it up. How long did that go? Oh, it went 40 minutes. Okay, so because it went 40 minutes, but Yeah, it was kind of long, but the good news was when I was ready to drop in a bunch of area units, I was able to drop in multiple groups of libs, multiple groups of banshees, and extra ravens. Although I'm starting to think ravens just aren't really important until I get the raven upgrade at level, where's the raven upgrade? It's at 12. So, okay, so let's look at what we got. So we got, Nuke Strike and Hollow Decoy, which makes Stance Dancing even better. And next, I get the Covert Banshee's Rocket Barrage. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Covert Banshees are good. I mean, you know which missions and in which areas they have observers. And because Nova can always see cloaked observers and so forth, as long as you make sure not to jump your Banshees into a base full of spore crawlers by themselves. I mean, this mission, it can literally... let me put it this way. If I had done Starport first on this mission, I would have probably just built Banshees with some Liberators and just flown all around the map and just used those 2 units. You would probably approve of that strategy, I imagine. Especially because I can blink Nova out of the base without having to use the tactical airlift. Yeah. Yeah. So is this... Let me ask you a couple questions, and I need to take an offline break and come back on in a little bit. You let me do what... You like to let me learn on the go, which I really appreciate. Thank you. That was super fun. I'm going to watch some of that replay after I... part of it just because I want to export this file to YouTube, and I can't do it until I stop and restart the stream. But I want to go on replay and watch your defensive builds with Karax, because I haven't been able to be nearly successful with Karax as I want to. And I'm sure you were doing amazing work. I was just so focused on moving 1,000,000 miles an hour and trying not to die and lose my army. But I will say, I did reach my supply limit with a good group of units faster than I thought. And having to think so much about which of the 3 buildings comes first really makes you a better player, because you're thinking about your build, and because, like, if you go barracks first, when you have a factory unit, or especially a starport unit you really want, you're monitoring it. It doesn't slow down the upgrades, and the upgrades are going to start getting cheaper at level 13, I think, or 14, 15? Where is it? 12. Wait, hold on. No, 11. Only two away. So after I get all the libs powers, I get research and development, where everything is super cheap to upgrade. And so the time it takes to populate starport and factory units, when you can be upgrading everything in the meantime, including armory and engineering bay and so forth, by the time they come out, they're so primed. So you just use Nova more early on and protect the units that you have. See, because of Carrick's passive, makes your charges faster. Oh, interesting. What is that, what's that thing called? You said P1, right? Repair beam is 100% more effective. Yeah, defensive structures doesn't affect me, and structures doesn't affect me. No, you must have been using something else. No, you didn't. What were you using? No, his natural passives. And oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, here they are. So in like power set 1, when it says Karax's combat units, does that mean also his partner's units? The combat unit life and shields also affects me, or just your units? Or were you just chrono boosting the shit out of me? You were just chrono boosting the shit out of me. So you were just chrono... What's his natural passives? Look at his level 2 upgrade. Let me see. Increases production speed of... Okay. Were you targeting me with chrono boosts? Like specific areas? And what is chrono wave? I don't even know what that is. Chrono overload. Oh, everything for 20 seconds. Right. 100% for 20 seconds. But like, were you monitoring? Let's see. Wait. I built 3 nexuses to put Chrono built on all your production buildings. So you just permanently kept it on, and you would just hit Chrono Wave whenever it refilled. It cooled down or cooled up, whatever. 500% for 20 seconds. What is the cool down or cool up of overload? Or Chrono Wave, whatever you want to call it. Two and a half minutes with your build, or that's a standard for it, is 2.5 minutes, because that is nothing. I mean, that's 150 seconds, but then you get 500% for 20 seconds. So 500% for 20 seconds, guys, for those of you who care about important math, 500% for 20 seconds means that you're producing basically 6 times as much time as it would normally take. So you build in 20 seconds what you would normally build in 120 seconds. That's half of the cooldown. So it's basically, it's a 2.5 minute cooldown, but then you get almost a minute and a half stuffed into 20 seconds. I saved the turbo for the stanks. I gotcha. Did you notice that I was moving heavy into air at some point, or it didn't matter because you were just chrono boosting? I'm looking for any feedback at this point. We can talk later, but... boosted all buildings. Alright, well, we can talk more honestly offline. But what's one constructive thing, maybe something early on, what's something early on in the first day or two that you saw that was like really, not just unoptimized, but like I missed like an obvious, like waited too long to build something, didn't build it fast enough, other than those defensive structures, which obviously were extra. What did you see that you didn't particularly love? Because this was a lot of new builds and new strategies for me happening as this was going on. Yeah, I'm gonna actually... choice of first unit. Yeah, it was a terrible choice because I didn't look at your defenses. Yep. It was a terrible choice. I noticed it immediately. But I didn't mind because I knew I was going to do all of that with Nova in assault mode. Because I knew I would do all that with Nova in assault mode and I was still building my economy. Oh, totally. Well, that's the thing. When I saw your defensive matrix in the main entrance, I actually minded less, and I put them into hold position. Not hold fire, but hold position, in case there was a Zergling rush or something. They could have at least sprayed some fire. And I got their plus 15 against the light done early, and so they ended up doing... well, let me look at my stats again. So the Hellbats didn't end up... they didn't show up anywhere. Wait, let me show you something real quick here. Real quick. Hold on one sec. Alright, there it is. So, guys, this is the program that gives you the stats. So, okay, so here's my games. Players, Judhas. We're only 9-4, man. That's all my fault. We're only 9-4. No, honestly, dude, I should have built Marines because with Stim, I could at least have, if nothing else, the Marines could have run back to the mineral patch for an early assault on my supply line. I don't know why. I know I like Marines more than you, and I do like Marauders a lot more than I used to. I don't know why I did Hellbats first. I guess I was just thinking that you would stop most things, but maybe they could stop a Zergling rush or so forth. Alright, Allied Commanders, here we go. So this is interesting, dude. If you can see this, look at my win percentage. Or I'll just do straight wins. Raynor by far is my least good win percentage, and then Stukov. And then it's sort of a mix. Where's the losses? So it's Raynor, Kerrigan, Stukov, Dahaka, Karax are by far the biggest loss percentages. Everything's 93 or above. And guys, if you think APM is everything, just look at my numbers here. Yes, I'm 74 with Zagara. It was my top win percentage. But Abathur, I'm 58. Stetman, 55, 55, 47, 42, 42. So I will hit 65, 70, 75 APM, but I also win a lot of missions. We'll see it right here with Phoenix. So Zeratul, obviously highest APM. I barely played Raynor. I haven't even won with Raynor. But Phoenix, it does say 68 APM with Phoenix, but that was because some of this was before I knew how to play him. Now I generally have mid 70s with Phoenix and Nova mid 60s. Well, I'm now 9-5 in Brutal in matches in the last 2 years or whatever it is. So we're getting better. Judhas, real quick, and I'll let you go, and I'll let me go. As you look at my allied commanders here, with my wins and losses, anything. Well, dude, when I play with you, it's a treat. Every time I play Brutal with you, it's one of the most fun games. But if it's someone I don't trust or is not communicating with me, then it's just too frustrating to lose. I mean, most of the losses are with not you. I'm Brutal, obviously, so it's just frustrating. I've been having to one-man just hard recently anyways. So that's more than enough stress for me. But if you look at my allied commanders that I play with, does it first of all, does it surprise you that Raynor, Stukov, Swan, and Mensk and Artanis are all at the top? And does it surprise you that my most losses are with Raynor, Kerrigan, Stukov, Dahaka, and Karax and Mensk, basically the same units? Is it because Raynor and Kerrigan are super basic and the other ones are super advanced? This is like the Protoss thing, like impossible to play if you suck, really hard to play amazingly, but you can play like okay as a Protoss. I have to make note that until Vorazun, only Karax has a sub 80% percentage for playing with a Protoss. It's all humans or Zerg. Any insights? Yeah. It's funny though because I've also played with Stukov, Dahakas, and Mensk, obviously, who are unbelievably dominant. And part of the reason my APM is so low for Stukov, Dahaka, Karax, Mensk, and so forth, part of the reason, and my kill count is so low, is because when they're not shitty players, they're like amazing players or leveled up incredibly high. Like I see level 300s. Right. I understand the reason why. My question to you is, why do you think those forget Raynor and Kerrigan, but the other ones, why is it something that like only super real good players and super new players play? It doesn't seem like one. I don't see a lot of like level 13 Stukovs or, you know, level 4 Stepmans or whatever. And I don't think it's the money thing, because if people like a character enough, half of them you can get for free, and it's, you know, to get 1 or 2 characters, I know it's still money, but you can still try to, you know, like I've been playing Alarak for free so far, and you were right, Alarak is surprisingly powerful down the line if you can stick with it. I don't think I've played very many at all. Let me see. Yeah, I'm 1-1 with Alarak. 18-1 with Zeratul, 31-5. It's funny, I'm 31-5 with Karax. I feel like I always lose. Artanis, I have trouble with. Phoenix, I feel like I never lose. I mean, yeah. So, where is it? So hard wasn't connecting for a while, so I kept going between normal and hard and just hoping that normal would throw me into hard. So most of these ended up being hard anyways. The one that say normal/hard or just means you selected normal, but it goes hard. But let's see, if you look at, let's see, Dead of Night we just did. So I had missed opportunities twice in a row. Once on normal, once on hard. So the Phoenix one on normal, that was a real mistake. That was supposed to be hard level, and I completely dominated that match. I wonder if I can, I mean, not necessarily in kills, which is always the sort of the case with me. So there's Vorazun on hard. I just hit tons of Dark Templars and Stalkers and Void Rays. That's not too complicated. And then it's 50-50 with Phoenix, and the other person played Nova. But look, I had 85 APM with Phoenix. And Phoenix and Talus, who are almost always my highest killers, and the Adepts as well. Things I've read, because the Adepts can attack air and do so much more than in the other multiplayers. Building tons of Adepts is good really in all stages of the game. I don't really think carriers are worth it other than to get Clalarian. I think it's better to focus on some scouts and then mostly ground units. I don't know how you feel about that. Yeah, Adepts are the core of the army. It's interesting here, man, if you look at Vorazun, and then we'll call it for now, and hopefully come back on later. So as normally with Vorazun, like with Nova, once I have free gas, I rarely go for that second mineral base, unless it's, you know, it works with my plan. But you can see that I was really a level 7 Rainer, and I actually asked the person nicely, and they said, yeah, I'm kind of new at this, because as you can see, we had mostly the same resources, and then he had this huge spike, and then look at the army value at 16 minutes. The spike was at 16 to 18 minutes, and at 16 to 18 minutes, the army value went completely down the trash, killed like almost everything in his army, had to rebuild. But then moved into battle cruisers, which I thought was pretty smart, going from bio to dead to battle cruisers as a build order. Oh, you don't see the overlay? All right, hold on one sec. One sec. I know exactly where it is. Hold on one sec. This will take 2 seconds. Hold on. Because I want you to tell me if this works, actually, to make sure that this works. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? What about now? Oh, interesting. No data, huh? Now you see it? But does it look weird? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I can see it. There it is. Let's see, which way is backwards? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, the bottom line with Nova, no, nothing weird. I was just showing you some recent matches and some things I noticed. The thing with Nova is you do have to sort of prioritize what you want to go after. You know, as you pointed out, I don't have the libs killing structures yet, so focus more on units and use my other units to get it. I had a pretty good Nova army this time, a Deathball that was moving around well for me. Whereas Karax, I cheat by putting all his mastery points into supply, into starting supply, so that I can build 4 gateways, 2 robos, and 1 or 2 stargates, plus upgrade buildings like almost immediately. And because of the hero units, you only need 3 or 4 units for the first like 10 minutes of the game. And next thing you know, I'm pumping out, you know, all of his units with heroes, tons of adapts, etc., etc. Karax, you can just roll tide, as they say, without doing too much. Nova missions where I'm killing 60, 70, 80% means that I'm not playing with a good partner. If I'm playing with a good partner, regardless of difficulty, then it's actually better to do what I do, which is to be, like I said, the Robin to the Batman of a superior player with a maybe more powerful unit, but make sure that that 40% or 45% or whatever it is really counts in terms of what I'm contributing to the cause. And the fact that, you know, with Vorazun, you know, I had such high APM and killed so much stuff, I don't really know why, because I mostly was just building tons of Dark Templars and letting them just wreck face, so I'm not really sure. So, alright man, well thank you so much, that was great. I'm sure I'll see you on later. I'm glad I finally have time to stream and back on, and that you got me to do the Prestige thing. I'm loving it, and that mission was super cool. So thank you for that, and all the offline stuff as well. Judhas is awesome, guys. Game and stream any time, bud. And I'm gonna sign off so I can put this on YouTube. But I am actually gonna cut once I upload it to YouTube. I'm also gonna cut out just our mission and upload that separately. Because while it was long, it was so exciting for me personally, and it's something I want to watch over and over again. Final question. Do you watch replays of people other than your friends or yourself? Do you watch the pro replays? Like, they released the entire ESL Masters, including all the finals with Cyril and Raynor and so forth, the complete thing for free as soon as it ended, the Masters. They released all the replay files. I couldn't believe how much control I had over it. I didn't know that existed for regular players. Do you make use of the replay thing? Never watched a pro replay in SC2. Well, dude, I would recommend Raynor, the recent Raynor vs. Cyril, and the recent Dark vs. Was it Rogue? Were the 2 really good matches. The final with Gumiho was actually excellent. Gumiho maybe could have taken Cyril at least 7 games. He took it 6. But in terms of like great matchups, I would just watching them, and this is to all of you guys out there too, if you didn't watch all the Masters. It wasn't the most exciting, and it was not unexpected that Maru lost relatively early, and Raynor was great, but Cyril was amazingly. No, I don't mean for ladder, man. I just mean for, you know, I don't know. I just like the few players that I really like Dark, Raynor, Maru, Hero, Rogue, and a couple others. I just like seeing how they do stuff, and especially people like, you know, Hero, obviously, who wins so quickly. I sometimes don't even know that the game is starting, and he's already won. I love listening to the casters, too. I don't go through the whole thing with the replay, but there's let me put it this way. You know how I've been doing some analyses of my favorite matches, various Mario Hero matches. I already introed, but I haven't done when Hero won the GSL last summer, 2022 Season 2 GSL Code S, beat Mario 4-1, but it was an amazing series where they were both doing builds they had never done before, just to really screw with each other. I don't know. I agree. It's like listening to you. So do you think I should continue what I'm doing, where I play it with the sound and the announcers in the background and just have it be soft and stop and pause? Because it does actually seem, the more I think about it, if I do it with replays, then I could literally take forever getting through a single match. I think what I'll maybe do is, if it's a match where there's like a gambit or a late game move that's like really amazing and exciting, like in the semifinals of Atlanta last year, where Mario beat Mario coming back from 2-0 in the semifinals and went on to win Atlanta. His first win against Mario in that 5-game series was he built this huge death ball. I'll just listen to this real quick. This is from watching Rotterdam and ZG and so forth for that match. The whole time, both Maru and the announcers were completely focused on the death ball of Hero. And what Hero did was do an early rush of Dark Templars and then completely stopped making them. So that was like at 5 minutes, and then 20 minutes later, at 25 minutes, where he still has this death ball and Maru has, Maru's unbreakable defense. All of a sudden, he, now that he's got 22 warp gates, he just warps in 22 Dark Templars at all the ideal points across the map, because of course Hero controls the whole map by then, and just completely, and it turns out that his big, beautiful Protoss death ball was a giant distraction that never actually did a major attack, but was just taking and it completely fooled the announcers, and it completely fooled me, and it fooled Maru for sure. Maru could not believe. He thought he had this death ball, the Protoss death ball controlled, and next thing you know, Dark Templars are just ruining everything that Maru had done, and that was the turning point of the series. So like, that would be something where it would be cool to do like one insert where I could look at it, but the bottom line is, yeah, I do enough stopping and starting and pausing and rewinding and so forth. It is more fun with the cast. I like having the sound in the background, and they're such great broadcasters. That's not what I'm trying to do, obviously. I'm not trying to broadcast. I'm trying to do, post-game analysis or whatever and so forth. So awesome, man. Well, thank you so much. I'm sure I'll be seeing you online soon. Any last words to the... Well, my podcast used to be called Bizzlecast. We called them Bizzlers or Bizzlecasters. Any last words for the Bizzlers for now, or just we'll see later for more Brutal and Brutal Plus? Make him play more co-op. Hey guys, speaking of which, I know there's only a few viewers on right now, and 5 to 10 viewers live for me on Twitch is good, but you guys have honestly, I have had well over 1,000 downloads of just I did the first 2 Maru vs. Raynor. When was it? Wait, let me look this up real quick. Hold on one sec. I did 2 Maru vs. Raynor games. It was the one where it was the first big one between them, man, where Maru won the first 2, and then Raynor. Oh, it was Katowice 2021 semifinals. So in the IEM Katowice 2021 semifinals, Maru went up dominantly 2-0 on Raynor, and Raynor came storming back. I still have to do Raynor's 3-game storming back. And then, of course, Raynor would go on to win the 2021 Katowice, and Katowice, and cement how great of a player he is. One thing I would love to talk to you about, maybe we'll do Zerg next time, is the way in which European Zerg is finally able to challenge some of what's going on in Korea. I mean, it seems like only Raynor and Cyril have a chance against all of the Koreans. And I do like, you know, Rogue, who's sort of an older, obviously, Zerg player, and I do like Dark a lot, but I'm not a Zerg guy in general. It's very, very interesting that it's European Zerg in particular, and I'd love to hear your theories in a future cast about why you think now, why you think these European players, and why Zerg, while Protoss and Terran still are very, very, very heavy in Korea in terms of both the number of players doing it, and obviously the Korean Terran mafia has been around a long time, but is, you know, rebuilt and as good as ever now, especially with all of them coming back from the army and Heroes showing that you can come back from the army and win. With a lot of the players coming back in their late 20s. So I just love watching the GSL. So, okay, well, thank you guys very much. Nova Girl says bye. I'm going to drop the stream. What I was saying, guys, real quick, is that just those first two Morrow vs. Raynor games, which I've now been a couple weeks, combined over 1,000 listens to those podcasts, to those video casts. And in the last month, I've had almost 2,000 views, which is way more than I've ever had. But more importantly, a watch time of almost 120 hours. So it means you guys are watching at least 5, 10, 12, 15 minutes of the video, which is a big, big deal. And so while I love streaming live on Twitch, ultimately everyone's watching it on YouTube. And so I'm trying to make that a more central place. But I'm also much closer to becoming a Twitch partner than I am a YouTube partner because the bars are way different. I only need a few goals to become, not a partner, but an affiliate for Twitch. So I can start monetizing at least a little bit and hopefully monetizing some of the YouTube as well. But those 2,000 views, I just have to thank you guys out there because most of you are watching this VOD on YouTube after the fact. I mean, it's 3:30 p.m. June 29th in the east coast of the US right now. But based on statistics, you're watching it everywhere else. Judhas says, I need to level Nova, make me play more co-op. So become a subscriber or a follower and just come on and talk and give me a hard time. You can make fun of me as long as nothing offensive. I don't personally care, but you know, let's keep it, you know, mature, but you can definitely give me a hard time. But I just need to get a few more regular viewers on Twitch and a couple other goals to become an affiliate, which is a big deal. And so thank you guys for that. And I will be back on later, hopefully with Judhas, but also without him. And for now, I guess I will just say peace.